Thank you so much for having me here. Hello, Atlanta. I drove down all the way from New York over here to be with you all, and I'm really, really excited to be here. All right, AI. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone's going crazy about it, and yet we don't seem to get the hang of what really is going on. It's all over the news. Everyone's using AI. Show of hands, how many of you have used AI in some part of your creator workflow? Amazing. What have you used it for? Just give me an example. Scripts. Everything. Anyone else who's used AI for something else as a part of their workflow? Just shout out your answers. Go for it. Fantastic. So my work here is done. We can wrap this up and we can get... I'm just kidding. AI is wonderful, and AI is really changing the world, and it's also changing everything for us creators. What I'm here to show you is how you can use AI to scale your visibility across different platforms and also streamline your creation process. And before I get started and really go deep into the woods, how many of you hate video editing? I was one of you, right? I did video editing for the longest time when I was working with India's biggest set of YouTube channels, where we scaled a set of 10 channels to over 25 million subscribers. And the biggest challenge that we had when we were scaling these channels was just the amount of time and effort it took to edit videos. And you know, especially back in the day, I'm talking to you maybe 10 years ago, Premiere Pro was probably the only tool that was available, and you had to learn everything from scratch, and you had to figure everything out just to make like a short video or a Facebook video, and it got absolutely crazy. And that's why I started my company, which is called QSO.ai, to help people edit their videos using AI. We grew to 7 figures revenue in less than 12 months after launching, and that's what prompted me to move to New York, and that's where I met Andrew about 2 years ago. And I'm excited to share with you how you can use AI to remove that headache of editing, as well as streamline your entire content creation process so that you're able to get more impressions, get more views, and reach more people online. How many of you struggle to create content for different platforms? You've got YouTube, but you've also got Reels, but you've also got Shorts, and sometimes you need to post on LinkedIn, and the list just keeps growing and growing and growing, and then they launch Threads, and then there's X. It is absolutely nuts for a solo creator to go and really see how they can scale their content across different social media channels and social media platforms. And that's why I'm excited to introduce to you what I call the pyramid content system. Now, if any one of you have followed Gary Vee, you would know that Gary Vee created, in 2019, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's what Gary Vee said, that, hey, there is the system that I follow, which is called the content pyramid. And he says that he takes this one keynote, and then he transforms it into 30 or 45 pieces of video, different types of content on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram. Now, much like Gary Vee, we also all want to be active on all of these platforms, but unlike Gary Vee, we don't have a team of social media people who are doing this for us, but luckily, AI is here to save the day for us, right? AI can do all of that work that a team of 10, 15 people are doing for Gary Vee and other creators on social media. And I'm going to show to you exactly live on my computer right here how you can use AI to implement this pyramid content system for yourself, where you can just record one video, much like you are doing for your YouTube channels right now, and then scale it across 7, 8, 9 different social media platforms, different formats, all in one single place. Let's try and understand what this pyramid content system is. But before that, this pyramid content system that I'm talking to you about, I've worked with creators from all over the world. Chris Cuomo is one of them. He's at 570K subscribers. Justin Brock, 100K subscribers. Black3 TV, 750K subscribers. I've had the luck and the opportunity to work with all of these people and implement this pyramid content system for all of them. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm not just going to talk in the air. I'm just going to give you real strategies, real frameworks that have driven results for them and can drive results for you as well if you follow along with me. So I see some of you have your laptops open. That's great, because then you'll be able to follow along with me as I show you the live demo. But if you don't have that, that's also absolutely all right. The steps will be very, very easy, and we're going to see how you can scale your presence using AI. The first step of the pyramid content system is that you've got to record your stuff just like you're already doing. How many of you are recording YouTube videos regularly? What's like the cadence? Like maybe a week? Once a week? How many of you are doing it once a week? How many of you are doing it maybe a couple of times a week? Okay, how many of you are doing anything apart from YouTube videos that can form some sort of content? Webinars? Live streams? Anyone? Live streams? Zoom calls with your clients? Podcasts? Great, fantastic. So the first step to implementing this pyramid content system to increase your visibility and scale online is to just do exactly what you are doing right now, which is record everything that you are speaking in or you're interacting in with people. That's the first step. Very, very easy. The second step is where things start getting interesting. You've got to repurpose all of this content that you're creating. Now, repurposing means that not only are you creating this long-form content for YouTube, you're using that content to create short videos, to create chapters, carousels, posts, blog posts, newsletters, threads, all of these things. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's easier said than done. I can come in and tell you that you have to make all of these things and do all of these things, but to do it is just another thing. And I'm going to show you how we can do it right now. And the third part, or the final part, is that you're publishing it to different platforms. Now, a lot of you might think that, hey, I'm only active on YouTube and just YouTube is absolutely fine for me. We're going to talk about why in today's day and age, especially with the rise of AI and LLMs, just one platform is not going to cut it anymore, right? People's behaviors, people's journeys have changed. Where people are seeking information has changed. How many times have you used ChatGPT instead of Google to find an answer for a question and you found a much better result on ChatGPT? Has this happened with anyone of you? It has, right? And that's really a precursor to what's happening in the world today, where people behavior are changing, people are searching for new information in different places, and they're encountering different types of creators in different formats, and all of it is being fed into this large system called AI, and it is throwing information at us, and we are not really understanding what's going on. Okay, enough said. Let's see how we can do this middle step, which is repurposing with AI, and I'm going to show you in 3 clicks how you can take one of your YouTube videos and create all of this content for yourself without lifting an arm. Only 3 clicks and you'll be done with the entire process. Let's see this in action. What I'm going to do is that I'm going to open up our software, which is called Quso.ai. You can see it right here. It's Quso.ai. All you need to do is click on this button right here that says Create AI Clips. That's all you need to do. You put in a YouTube link. If you have a video that's already live, that's great. You can just put in your YouTube link, hit on this button that says Import. It's going to ask for the language. Let's put in a language. And I'm going to click on Generate Clips. And it's done. Within 10 minutes, our AI will go through your entire video and suggest multiple short videos that it will generate, and you can post directly to multiple social media platforms in just one single click. While this is processing, let me show you what it looks like. This is what the final product will look like. You've got all of these clips. They're all captioned. If there were 2 people speaking in it, one person is on the up and the other person is down, it'll also assign a score, which will predict whether your video is likely to go viral or not. So it's giving you scores for all the short videos that it generated from your long video on the basis of trends, hook, engagement, and shareability. So within one click, you were able to go from one video to 18 short videos that you can directly post across your social media platforms without as much as opening a video editor. But it doesn't stop here. You also get chapters, and you can switch up between aspect ratios in a single click. So if you want to go from landscape to portrait, you can do that. If you want to go from portrait to square, you can do that. And say you want to make some changes to these videos, right? You want to edit, you want to add some things. We also have an editor that will allow you to change the styles, change the captions, add your own logo, all of these things from right here. And you can also publish and schedule it to all social media platforms in a single click from within the software. And that means that every YouTube video you are making can be getting you views, impressions, subscribers, followers across 7 different social media platforms at the click of a button. I'm going to click on AI description over here. So the AI is going to generate a description for all of these social media platforms. And then I'm going to click on schedule, and it will get scheduled across all of these different social media platforms in a single click. Let's go a step further. Sometimes we want to generate content from social media videos, like a YouTube video, that is more than just video. So far, what we've done in the repurposing is that we've taken a long video, we've created short videos out of it, we've created chapters out of it. Now, let's get show notes. I'm going to ask Vidi to generate show notes, and within a couple of seconds, it's going to generate show notes for the entire video. So Vidi is like ChatGPT, but for that particular video only. So it'll work on that particular video, generate show notes on the fly. Now you ask it to generate what were the top 10 quotations from that video, and it'll give you all of that in one single place. What do you want me to ask it? Give me a question. Should we ask it for, let's ask it for, what were the key highlights from this video? Yes, it can. You can ask it for titles. You can give it a raw video and ask it, what are the top 5 titles that you can generate for my YouTube video? And it's going to do that. There you go. Key highlights from the Tech Under 60 video. Let's ask it for, write a thread with 10 tweets about this video. And it's going to go ahead and write a Twitter thread right here that you can directly share onto Twitter from here. There you go. And it's added the emojis and all of those things so that you can make it feel better. Let's take it a step further. Okay. Can you write a GPT-5 prompt to make an infographic using the top ideas on this video? So now I'm going to ask Vidi to write a GPT-5 prompt that I can copy and go into ChatGPT. There you go. And now GPT-5 will generate an image for me with this exact prompt. Hang on. Let's ask it to make an image. Make an image, GPT. It's going to get started, and it's going to make an image. And that way, you don't even have to open Canva, or you don't even have to open any other software. And all of this repurposing that I was talking to you about can get done within just 2 softwares. You've got Qs.ai, and you've got ChatGPT, and all of these things will get created right here. You don't need to leave your computer. You don't need to open any editor, and you get tons of content that you can publish to all these social media platforms in a single click. Do you like that? Does that make sense to you all? Do you think it'll save you some time and effort if you're going to do this? All right, okay. That was the part where I wanted to show to you how this works. I'm going to leave you with some tips that you can use to grow using AI, right? Consistency beats quality. This is something that both the speakers before me mentioned, and I just want to repeat it again. Like, all the algorithms love consistency, whether you're posting on Instagram, whether you're posting on YouTube, whether you're posting on Facebook. If you are not consistent with your posting, the algorithms are not going to recommend you to people. And that means the best way to build up your consistency is to batch up your work. The way I like to do it with my content, I have 16,000 YouTube subscribers, some 15,000 on LinkedIn, 9,000 on Twitter. And the way I like to do it is that I will sit for 2 hours, I will schedule my content for the entire week in those 2 to 3 hours, and then I will get on with my week. And that ensures that I am being consistent with my content and the algorithms continue to love me, right? What I also like to do is that if today is Thursday or Friday is when I will batch up my content for the next week, so that when I wake up on Monday, the first thing on my head is not, hey, what am I going to post this week? Because it's already been taken care of the week before that. So this is what we did for this channel called Josh Talks in India, where in total, we put 4 videos every week for over 7 years. And today, these channels combined have 25 million subscribers across 10 Indian languages. And we continue to upload 4 videos every single week. Our biggest videos have done over 35 million views. And on every month, we do about 100 million views on just YouTube. This is just YouTube. I'm not even considering Facebook and Instagram and all these platforms. But consistency always beats quality and beats everything else when it comes to video creation for social media. And the second part, and this is something that things are getting interesting, that's what I was telling you about. More and more creators are coming to me and asking me, how do we get recommended by AI? Because there'll be times when you will ask ChatGPT a question and a video will pop up, or these names will pop up. What goes behind that is what I want to share with you today. To get recommended by AI systems like ChatGPT or Gemini or Grok or every new LLM that's coming up, it's very, very important for you to maintain a multi-platform presence. And that means that just YouTube is not going to cut it if you want to be recommended by AI systems. And that's what's happening. Even Google has launched something called an AI search overview, where it's going to be collecting all of this data from multiple places. And if you maintain a multiple platform presence, you are telling these AI engines that they can trust you because you are spending the time and effort to build your presence on all of these platforms. The second part, focus on how-to content. Because a lot of people tend to go to ChatGPT and other LLMs to figure out how they can do some stuff. How-to content almost always ranks and gets promoted by ChatGPT and other LLMs more than any other kind of content. And the third part is that you've got to use very, very long and informative captions, and you can use chapter timestamps and all of the usual things, but you've got those 5,000 characters on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken, when it comes to descriptions. Make sure you're making the most of it, because that is exactly the data that LLMs are using. They are scraping, and then they are training their AIs to give answers on a regular basis. An example that I want to share with you over here, and this is kind of my last slide over here. Dom Bravo, he's like a marketing expert. He got 2 times more views through ChatGPT just by ensuring these 3 steps are taken care of in his content. Some softwares and tools I recommend. You can take a photo of this if you need. For ideas and scripting of your content, you've got these 3, subscriber.ai and videoideas.ai, that do a much better job than ChatGPT does when it comes to YouTube scripting. Editing and repurposing, you've got a couple of softwares over here. And publishing and analytics, all of you know vidIQ, TubeBuddy, and YouTube Native Analytics. So I'm not going to worry you too much with that. And that's it for me. I hope you found this informative. I hope you were able to find something useful. You can scan this QR code to connect with me on LinkedIn. That's where I'm most active. I really appreciate your time. I'm going to be hanging around over here after today's event to talk about all things AI and content creation. So feel free to talk to me. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, Vedant. Yeah, any quick questions? We have a couple minutes here. Any quick questions before we move on to our next speaker?
Absolutely. Happy to answer any questions.
Going once? Yeah,
Go for it.
Over to Anthony here.
Is everything already available on the platform?
All of this is already live. We have 4 million people who use the platform already from all over the world.
So we can just sign up?
Yes, absolutely, you
Do
can.
you have a coupon code or anything like that that might be available?
I wasn't sure if I could promote it over here or
okay,
not,
okay.
but I'll be
pitching.
happy to make you a coupon code right after.
Very good then. Thank
And
you.
we'll give you a good discount so that you can get started. Absolutely.